I just wrote down the idea that flashed in my head a while ago. Capturing your ideas is a very important thing that you should do. Every time you get that aha moment, a light bulb moment, if you may. These ideas usually will have to be written down in what I call an idea journal. So that whenever you need these ideas, all you have to do is open this notebook and suddenly you have a lot of probable solutions to everyday problems that you might have. I'd like you to remember, have you ever been in, let's say, in the shopping mall, and then you saw this new product, and then you said, that was my idea. I thought about that before. It's just that I forgot about it or I didn't write it down. So, naunahan na kayo. Somebody was already quick enough to act on his idea. That's what happens when we don't do what we call idea capture. Simply writing down or noting down your ideas in an idea journal, or you can even use technology like your iPads, diba? There's notes and reminders. As long as you have the idea, once it pops to your head, once it hits you, write it down immediately. That is how you continue to harness what we call creativity. And so there is a very famous process, which I'm sure you've already heard, brainstorming. Have you ever heard your boss say, "Tara, let's brainstorm"? I will tell you a story. So I had a boss, no names. He called for a meeting, and so we were there, and he said, "Team, let's brainstorm. We're going to have our Christmas party, and I want some ideas, okay?" So naturally, we got excited. So one of my colleagues said, Boss, I have an idea. Maybe we should have a theme. Maybe it can be a Hawaiian luau, or it can be like a rock star concert." My boss said, I thought about the theme already. It's going to be red carpet Oscar, so that we're all informal. O diba? Isn't that a good idea? Well, it was a good idea. So we said, yeah, okay, boss, you know, good idea, good job. Okay, other ideas, my boss said. So another team member raised her hand. She said, boss, let's have, like, since it's red carpet, do you know where they interview and they ask you, who are you wearing? You know, things like that, short interview, and then we could project it real time so that the people who are already inside can get excited that, oh, this person's already coming. Boss says, mahal yan. That's expensive. We are working on a budget, so no, we cannot do that. That's too expensive. And then it was my turn. I raised my hand, although I already had the feeling what was coming, but nonetheless, I still raised my hand. Zarina, what's your idea? The boss said. Boss, maybe let's talk about entertainment. Why don't we invite a band? Maybe, and this was, my friends, several years back, okay? And remember, I'm 50. So I said, what if we have like River Maya or Side A? So for the millennials who are watching, think of it as I am suggesting like Ben and Ben to come to your party. So the boss says, oh, I took care of that already, Zarina. I already invited a band. In fact, and he mentions a band who nobody knows about. Something and something, because he saw that in a hotel, whatever. At that point, I knew that the brainstorming process was down the drain. So, I kept quiet the whole meeting. At the end of the meeting, you know what my boss said? Zarina, you're not creative. My dear friends, brainstorming is a free-flowing process. There are rules for brainstorming that you need to follow for brainstorming to truly serve its purpose. Number one, it is free-willing. When I say free-willing, parang kotse yan. It's like a car. You let go of the brakes, you let go of the car, especially when it's going down, and it's just, it's just moving on its own by virtue of gravity. So when it's free-willing, it means no judgment, no analysis yet. When you as a leader asks for ideas, really keep the ideas flowing. Just write them down on the whiteboard. So everybody should have a chance to write their idea, no matter if it sounds like it's weird, if it sounds like it's crazy, if it sounds like it's too expensive, just write them down. That's the first rule in brainstorming. Now, let's say everybody's ideas are already on the board. What do you do next? Okay, as the leader, what you do is to try to combine. You try to combine the ideas, those that are similar, so that you cut down the number of ideas. Once you've done that, then you will have pretty much a lesser number of ideas than what you've begun with. Next, after you've combined it, that's the time you analyze. But how do you analyze when it's in a brainstorming process? You have to ask each member of the team again, what do they see as the benefit of that idea? One benefit and perhaps one apprehension. They're not saying it's a bad idea. They can't say it's a bad idea. They're just going to say, what they're afraid of if this idea gets implemented. So one positive and one negative, and then go through the group again. Once that's done, then that's the time you look at it again, and you will see that some ideas will really pop out. This is the time when there is analysis and when there are other factors to be considered. For example, time, budget. So you're not saying flat out that an idea is bad. You don't say it at all. You come to a conclusion which ideas are to be implemented because you have reviewed it. Because ideas have to have time to be reviewed, time to cook and simmer. Okay? It's not like an automatic burn. You don't just burn an idea. You know what my former boss did? He burned ideas. He killed ideas. He is the type of a leader who we call idea killers. We don't want to be that kind of a leader. We want to be welcoming. We want to be open. Because guess what? As one of my former mentors have taught me years ago, good ideas and good techniques do not care who uses them. So, there's no monopoly of good ideas. It can come from the person that you least expect a bright idea will come from if you're going to be judgmental. Now, I will even go further to challenge you that once you get everybody's ideas in round one, if you have time, maybe you can sleep on it. It is the time when the group says, I don't have any more ideas. Naubos na. It's, I used up all my ideas. Guess what? Tomorrow, you'll have a fresh new set of ideas. And you should give that a chance as well. So, leaders, please, I beg of you, do not be idea killers. We are all creative, but it is our job to harness that power. And it's the leader's job to give us opportunities to make this skill better. More creativity, more ideas means more innovations, and innovation means progress. So the next time you have that ting light bulb moment, capture that idea. Did you learn from this video? Well, I have so many more and so much more to learn. So all you have to do is to subscribe to this Coach TJS channel, push the notification bell so that you'll know when I have a new video, and follow me in all my social media platforms, especially Facebook and Instagram. This is Coach TJS.